Oh, I just went live, didn't I? Well, guess I'm live now. Let's see here. I got this. Okay, hang on, Jarvis Toast. Let's put this over here. You can't see that. That's fine. Okay, let's go to YouTube. Actually, wait, I have a smarter way of doing this. Okay, hello. Okay, I should be live. Let's see if I did this correctly. Looks like I did. Okay, hello. Surprise stream. Hello. How's it going, chat? So today I'm going to be learning chess. I've opened up, I should probably turn my gamer lights on. I've opened up chess.com. Behold, my face. I've opened up chess.com and this is the extent of what I know what to do. However, Anna and I will get on a call soon, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, so I was invited to play in PogChamps, which is a chess tournament. It's a rather prestigious chess tournament, and I'm excited for it. It's in when is it? Like somewhere in about a month. When is it? Wait, no. Yeah, end of this month. It's the end of this month. So I haven't played chess in quite a while, so I don't really know what to expect here, but Anna's gonna teach me. Call whenever. Look at how flexible I am. Okay, so I'm excited for this. I really loved chess when I was a kid growing up, and I haven't played in quite a while, but I really enjoy it. I think it's a great game, and I think it's very similar to Pokemon as well. So at least in terms of how close any game is to Pokemon, I think chess is one of the closer ones, is what I would say. So we will see. I do think so fun fact, Anna and I were on Panda together many years ago, and I think there's a video somewhere of her beating both Aaron and I simultaneously while blindfolded. So I think that was maybe the last time I played chess was when Anna put me in the dirt. That being said, it's not like I expected to do like I shouldn't be able to win, right? Because she's one of the best, and I'm well, certainly not that. But we'll see. I don't know. I think chess is cool. I'm excited to like actually learn properly. All right, let's do this. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for for coaching me. I'm excited to learn.
I am so excited to coach you. I was so happy when I heard that you wanted me to be your coach. It made me very happy, so I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of like a real nice full circle moment, right? From all those years ago on Panda.
Right? It's crazy. Like I was telling chat that, yeah, I know you from the old like Panda times. So
Yes.
we've known each other for a few years.
Yeah, congratulations on all your success, by the way. It's been amazing to kind of watch your star rise, and it feels like it's only continuing. So that's been, I don't know, every time I see something, I'm like, damn, she's killing it. Like I'm so happy. Very, very well deserved.
Thank you so much. That's very sweet. To you too. Like your YouTube channel is killing it. It's so fun to see. I need to in my chat, I was like, I need Wolfie to teach me some Pokemon because I need to be able to watch your videos and understand.
I would be more than happy. Yeah, I want to do more collab stuff this year. Like it's been something I've really been slacking on. So I'm super down.
Yeah, cool. Me too. Well, this is just the beginning of it. I'm so excited because I feel like, you know, I'm interested to see if there's going to be any kind of connection between chess and Pokemon. You played in Squid Chess, right, in my event?
Yes, correct. I think I got second actually, but I didn't get second with my chess knowledge. I simply was very lucky, and I don't think that will help me here.
Didn't you win the whole thing?
No, you got second. To I feel like I'm gonna butcher their name. I think it was Kostya, maybe, or maybe I'm confused.
Yes, Kostya. Yeah, Kostya won the whole thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you got second, and Nim got third, I think.
Yes.
Okay, but
that was years ago.
Well, I'm a chess player. Memory is one of the things I'm good at, fortunately.
I guess that makes sense.
I guess it's maybe similar for you with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, are you like, do you just want to jump into it, kind of?
So I'm looking to follow your lead basically because I like, so some background, I played chess quite a bit when I was young, like when I was like 13 and under. Like I went to even in-person tournaments. Like I remember driving into the nearest city near me And yeah, going to these tournaments in this like basement of this like random club room, and it was a lot of fun. But I haven't really played much since then. So obviously like I know how the pieces work, but I don't really know much. Like I don't really know any meta stuff. I don't have any openings memorized, anything like that. So I'm kind of just looking to follow your lead, right? This is your domain, and I'm simply here to to be a good student.
Cool. Well, I'm excited about that. And I think, honestly, that you're going to have some kind of advantage in comparison to other people. Just because I suppose that Pokemon is, I mean, very strategy-based as well, right?
Yes, exactly. I was saying before we got in the call together, that I think that out of all, Pokemon is kind of this weird game that is not very similar to many other games, but I think that the game it is closest to is probably chess. So I'm hoping that some of the skills will transfer, though I don't actually know for sure, right? Like maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, like it's just like chess, and then I'm like, wait, where's Incineroar? And then yeah, it doesn't work. But I'm hoping that the skills will transfer.
Yeah. You know, I had that with maths. My math teacher in high school, he knew who my mom was. It was like, yeah, you're the daughter of a grandmaster. You must have maths in your genes. Chess players are so good at maths.
Oh no.
Math was like one of my worst classes, and I was so.
Well, math and chess aren't like that similar, right? Like they're both like, they both require. I don't know, actually. Maybe they are similar, but you're not like doing those kind of calculations, right? It's more about understanding future board states rather than like literally running numbers, I assume.
Exactly, and I'm good at like thinking with my brain, but it was when we started using the calculator, I never fully understood how to use this calculator properly the way it was supposed to be used. So that's where I think it went crashing down. But I appreciate you saying it's not that similar. Thank you. Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell my teacher too. But yeah, like no pressure, you know, we'll just like see if it transfers, and if it doesn't, we'll start from zero, and that's totally fine. Cool.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, cool. So do you have a chess.com account?
Yes, I do. I logged into it before this call because I had a feeling we would need it.
Smart.
That's that prediction already. We're already kind of moving here.
Yeah, that is what we call a prophylactic move in chess, you know? You're already doing a prophylactic move.
That might be the last one, unfortunately.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So I have chess.com open. I'm all logged in. I remembered my password.
Okay, good. And could I get the username for it?
Great question, Anna. Yes, I found it. It's I'll put it in the chat. It's WolfieVGC. Should be the same as my and I typed it wrong. That's a good start. And I don't look. Okay, I've typed it wrong twice. It should be correct now. Next time I will copy paste.
Time to see when you were typing it wrong. I'm excited. Okay. So there we go. This is wow. You haven't played since you played against Kosti in my event.
Oh, that's why I have the account. Okay, cool. I was wondering.
That is crazy. That is so crazy. Wow. That is so crazy. So it's been several years. And have you played any chess game apart from that?
Well, you know, Anna, who can really... No, I haven't.
This is amazing. Okay, I'm excited. This is exactly what PogChamps should be all about, in my opinion.
Yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so let me then go ahead and bring up a regular board, and I'll invite you to it.
Okay.
So that you can kind of see, and we can start from there, and then we can go over some basics, and then after that, maybe you can play a game a little bit later on, and I can tell you what you're doing right and wrong, and I can get an idea of what your level is at this moment, and that'll make it a bit easier for me.
Sure, sounds good.
From that. So let me just create a classroom really quickly, so that you can join it. There we go. Let's see, new room. And there we go. Hey, you got a diamond membership though. That's awesome.
I think chess.com hooked me up, so I'm grateful for that.
Amazing. And you joined it.
Yes.
Great. Perfect. All right. So are you able to see everything that I do, like my arrows and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So let's start with this, Wolfie. If this was a chessboard, you're going into PogChamps right now. It's round 1. You've had no preparation whatsoever.
Yeah.
What would you do right here? How would you start?
Should I move the pieces or just tell you?
You can move the pieces. You should be able to, I think.
I'm not
Are
able
you?
to. Either I'm not able to or I have done something wrong.
No, you're able. Now you should be able to.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I would do this.
Perfect. So you would go e4. Okay. And now probably most of the participants there. I'll do my research. Okay. I'm gonna be.
Sure.
I'm gonna
scout.
be sneaky. Yeah. I'm gonna be checking out the coaching sessions and see what people teach. But let's say that the opponents go something like this. Okay. Cool.
I think this is like the basic opening they taught when I was a kid.
Yeah, but that is completely fine. Okay, so yeah. And do you feel comfortable with this? Like, do you want to keep this? Do you want to?
I forgot how to play. I was like, first, how do I do the arrows? How do I like show the move without moving it?
You do the right click.
I was like, wait, how do I do it? I go here. I was like, oh, before when this knight was still here, I wanted to go. I was like, oh, just attack. But then I was like, wait, my pawn is threatened. Ooh, I like the little arrows. So then I had to move my knight here. Whee! This is fun. Oh, it's like a little revolving door of knights. How do I get rid of the arrows? I don't want them anymore. No.
You just press on it.
Okay, I'm a genius. I'm a natural. Okay, so now this pawn is threatened. So am I supposed to castle? Wait, hang on. If I castle, then your knight goes. If I castle, then your knight goes. Nope.
There, is that what you're scared of?
Let me think about this. If I go here, you go here, and then I can block like this, which cuts off the bishop. But then you can take with pawn, so it actually isn't losing. Or yeah, that's losing, so that doesn't work. So if I castle, wait, I can just go here. What am I doing? Then I don't have to deal with it.
Oh, that's fine. I think you can just you just go back and redo a different move.
Okay.
I think.
But I wanted to do this one.
Oh, you wanted to? Okay.
Sorry, I thought that this was best. I don't know.
You didn't want to make it. Sorry. No, that's completely fine. Were you calculating all of that in your brain, by the way? Like this whole castle? Okay. You're going to be better than 70% in PogChamps already by just...
Let's go!
That is like the most impressive thing I've seen from the first day of someone studying. That's crazy. Okay, that's really, really good that you're able to visualize like that. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so you wanted to go h3. Okay, so that's totally fine. So I just wanted to see kind of a little bit like what opening like you kind of knew from before.
Yeah.
I think for our coaching in general, like I definitely want to give you some opening ideas because I think it's important that you feel ready when you're playing, because the opening, more than anything, I think it's a confidence boost. If you know what you're doing in the beginning, you're going to feel confident in the next parts of the game. But I personally believe that the most important thing for you is just to get a comfortable position out of the opening and just learn as much like chess understanding as possible, learn tactics as much as possible. And from that, I think that you're going to have a great position in PogChamps. I don't think the openings in themselves are going to be like the most key thing in the whole event.
Okay, that kind of mirrored my intuition as well, because my thought process is basically that like the strength that I have in Pokemon is the ability to basically plan several moves ahead, which I was hoping would translate to chess. And so to me, it seemed like basically if PogChamps was a tournament where it was really just one on the opening, then that's really more about raw memorization and experience more than the ability to be flexible. And so I was thinking like, yeah, ideally, I think from my opening, I would like to just kind of get to a mid game where like neither of us really knows what's going on. And then from there, trust in my instincts, and hopefully learn some like good general practices that I can use to apply pressure.
Yep. I think that's exactly the way that you should be doing that. So in that sense, maybe this move h3 isn't that bad, honestly, because like nobody's ever going to...
Bad? Wait, why is it bad?
Not bad. It's just a move that is not so played here. Because like in chess, like in the opening, the number one thing you want to do instantly is to get the center, right? And you're doing that with e4. So that's good. And then what you want to do is that you want to get like your knights and bishops out as fast as possible to active squares, which you're doing here too. And then typically what you want to do is that you just want to castle as soon as possible. And so the reason why h3 could be maybe considered a little slow is because it's a kind of unflexible move because when you go here, one, you cannot really go back, and two, it's not really doing much in this certain moment.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with it.
It's reactive.
Do you know what I
I
mean?
see. Or like it's reactive in a way that doesn't. It's reacting to a threat that's not really there. I see. Because
Exactly,
if the knight goes
because
here, I can just castle, right?
Exactly. Yes, you just castle. Exactly. Let's say that here you would castle, or sorry, let's say we do something else. If the knight goes here, you just castle because these two minor pieces are actually better than what the rook is.
Right.
If that makes sense. Because especially in the opening, as you can see, we are using our minor pieces so much more. The rooks are kind of just, as I call it, in their garage. Like they're not really doing much right now.
I like rook garage. That's really funny. I haven't heard that.
They're gonna be active in the future, but right now they're not really that useful. Doesn't mean that we don't need our rooks. Of course we do for the later middle games / end games, but specifically in the opening, it's so much better to have active pieces because you can do so much more. And 2 pieces are anyways worth 6 points, and a rook and a pawn is worth 6. But right now it would just
better
be
positioning.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you don't have to be afraid of this, but it's such like a common thing that especially beginners will go, oh, I'm so afraid of losing my rook. But like, that's just like a myth. Like you shouldn't be afraid of that.
Right.
As long as you get 2 minor pieces for it, that's what's important.
Because it's not only about the value that the pieces provide, it's also about like the numerical value, right? Like, oh yeah, this is technically an equivalent trade, but it's also about the position that the trade leaves you in. And in this case, the position that the trade would leave me in is much more, with my pieces way more developed, which then means that it's actually a positive trade, even though the pieces are equivalent.
Exactly. And it's just so much about, a bishop that is, let me go back like a few moves. Let's
Doctor
say
Strange? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say that, for instance, we would have a position like this or something like that, and all of our pawns are on white squares. I don't know.
My pieces are in jail.
Yes, exactly. They're in jail.
I feel bad for my bishop.
You see the difference? Yeah. Like this light squared bishop is completely in jail right now because all of these pawns are in the same color. So it doesn't have any movement. So now this bishop, sure, it's worth 3 points, but like it sucks.
It's
not really about...
It's worthless.
Good. It's worthless. Yes. That's that's how you should see it. Exactly.
Okay, this all makes sense. This is similar to Pokemon.
Cool. That's awesome. So yeah, very important. All your pieces should be in active positions. Obviously, the better placed your pieces are, the more useful they're going to be for the game. And, in a way, I like to see chess. People always laugh at me when I say this, but I truly kind of see chess like a big football match where you're like going with all your players, they're coordinating together to score, and the score is to checkmate the king.
Right.
And you can score by, well, obviously checkmating early on, but obviously if you have more players than the opponent has, then you're going to be in a big advantage as well for later on, et cetera, et cetera. So I think kind of just understanding that you're like playing with a whole team, and the whole team needs to find their best positioning to be able to have the chance of striking a goal at some point.
Yes. This all makes sense to me. I like that analogy a lot.
Cool. Other just simple stuff before we continue. Do you know what en passant is? Like all that?
Omega Blast.
Good.
It's when I can't do it now. It's when a pawn moves up. Like sorry, hang on. Let's try see if I can do this. Nope. If this pawn were my pawn and you moved here, then I could en passant. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes, exactly. So if this pawn was here, like the white pawn was there, then you would en passant.
Yes. You're so fast with the arrows. It's crazy. I'm like, well, I guess it makes sense. I guess it's probably normal for you, but for me, it's like watching magic. Queenside Castle is. What are the circumstances where that's good?
So, it depends a lot. I would say that most of the time it's probably going to be easier to just kingside castle. But at the same time, it completely depends, because queenside castle, like what you have to kind of think about is what attack is going to be faster. Because when you queenside castle, it's going to be a race for who's going to be able to attack the other king the fastest.
Okay.
So
So
if
castles
you
are used
believe
offensively to get the rook out of jail?
castle,
Like, is it? I always thought of castling as a defensive move to get your king in the corner, but is it more of an offensive technique to get the rook out of jail?
it's both. Yeah, exactly. It's both a defensive and offensive. It's defensive in the sense that you need to get your king into safety, but it's offensive in the sense that when the piece that is the most vulnerable one is in safety, you're connecting all the pieces that can attack. So it's
Right.
also an offensive move. Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sorry,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Um,
derailing your flow, but I was curious.
No, please ask more. Like, I love that. I love that because then we can get all the basics out of the way and then we can start playing games and I can, kind of tell you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. And I can start showing you plans as well.
Cool.
One more thing. Yes, I'll tell you this now just so that also you can think about it later on when you play. But one thing that's really good to think about in chess is to kind of always keep an eye out for like all the checks, captures, and attacks that you have and that your opponent has.
Okay.
So in a position, for instance, like it's always good to see, okay, now this is very early on in the game, but like, if you are threatening to capture a piece, it's always good to just calculate what happens if you do take it, because then it might lead you to finding a tactic that you wouldn't find if you didn't like look first at this capturing the piece.
Right. Do you mean in the sense that like let's say I'm like, nope, that's not right. Let's say I'm like, I really want this pawn, right? But I can't take this pawn because it's protected by the knight. So then if I was like, okay, like I want this pawn, but it's protected by the knight, and so I think, okay, like maybe obviously this doesn't work because of this, but like if I move here and I like spook the knight to jail or like somewhere else, right? Then I can. I've drawn too many arrows, but you go like, is that what you're talking about, or am I misunderstanding?
It's more that in every or not every, but like in especially later on in the game, like in the middle of the middle game, it's good to see those things, not for you to plan your plans around it, but just to have an easier time spotting tactics. Because a lot of times, like this happened to me in a tournament that I played last year. I was playing Hand and Brain with someone, and then I said rook, and then we had a checkmate in one, but they were really busy trying to capture a pawn, and they didn't analyze all the checks that were in that position, and then they missed that it was checkmate. And so It's kind of just a way of guiding your brain into seeing if you have something really good in a certain position. But you shouldn't plan your plans around it, if that makes sense.
It's like you're talking basically about almost the like board awareness, right? Where like understanding the pressure relationships of the different dynamics on the board and just keeping them in mind so that when the situation changes, you can quickly go back and check like, oh yeah, what was going on in this, in this interaction, and see if anything has changed that can lead you to check or checkmate or to a capture. Is that more accurate?
Yeah, exactly. And when you've already like taken away, okay, there's no check that I like that makes sense, there's no capture that I like, then you can say, okay, so do I have like any threats? Like, can I threaten something? Would that be good for me? And it just kind of spirals your brain into the right way of thinking. And you should kind of do the same like for your opponent. Like, okay, what captures do they have? Can they capture any of my pieces? Do they have any bad checks that are like bad for you? Do they have any scary threats, etc.? So it's just a good way of understanding the board, to put it that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll probably need a couple reminders as we play, but I think I understand conceptually what you're saying, at least.
Yeah. And also, because it's a really good example, right? Because now you're saying, oh, I cannot take this because then, you take back. But then, okay, this is a little bit complicated, but then we can start looking at into, wait, but then there is a fork over here.
I saw that.
You did?
Yeah. Because then I was like here, but then I was like this, but then I get this.
Yes, but the problem here is only that the bishop is hanging. If the bishop wasn't hanging, this would be completely fine.
What does it mean for the bishop to be hanging? He's just hanging out? Oh, because it can go here?
It means that your bishop, you're playing with the white pieces, that it's loose and it
that. I felt so smart, but it doesn't work.
I love it. The bishop is just hanging out. Is just hanging out.
And this is awkward too, because then the queen is exposed, right? Even if I wasn't going down a piece?
No, that is not weird. That is not bad at all. It's not bad for the queen to be exposed. The queen should be exposed because the more exposed it is, the more movement it has.
Okay.
It's the king that shouldn't be exposed.
Okay.
So if we talk about that really quickly as well, like early on, you want to bring out your bishops, your knights, and then after you've brought out all of that, you've castled somewhere. After that, that's when you want to find like a placement for the queen. But obviously, like if you haven't even had to move your queen, but let's say that the D pawn would be gone, like if the queen is able to like have all of this range in the board and look all the way to the other side, then the queen is going to be more active than what it is right now. So it would only be good actually if the D file was open.
Okay, cool. Got it. So yeah, that makes sense to me.
And also, yeah, rooks, they're like long range pieces, which means that they can travel very far. The knights are more short range pieces. They can just obviously move in its near distance, one move at a time. This means that rooks are really, really, really good in open positions, which is a position that doesn't really have that many pawns because it's easier for it to navigate through the board. Whereas knights are really good in closed positions, which is positions where you have all the pawns. So in a position like this, you know, obviously things can happen, but like a knight would be quite good because there's still a lot of pawns on the board. Does that make sense? Whereas if it was a bit more open, the bishops would be maybe stronger because there would be, more that they could navigate to.
In many ways, it's kind of like an area defense game, right? Where you can put like pieces, like if you have your queen, I don't know, like let's pretend that this wasn't the actual board state. If you had your queen in this spot, you'd be controlling like, you'd be threatening like all of these different ways, right?
Yes.
And so, and the rooks too. And I guess like every piece threatens different spaces on the board, right? At any given time. And so it's in many ways about combining the piece, putting your opponent in a situation where the spaces you're threatening leaves them with no good options on their next turn.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And I love that you found the square for the queen, the square that you said here, even though obviously right now it would be taken by 3 different pieces. But I love that you mentioned it because this is actually a lot of times the perfect square for the queen. When the queen is in the center, it is literally a monster because it's just, like you said, it's just controlling so many different sides of the board.
Yes. What happens if the rook gets tired and doesn't want to move anymore? Like, what if I want my rook to go here, but like it gets tired like here?
What do you mean it gets tired?
Because like he has to go so far, and like the queen is like used to moving that far, right? But the rook is just like, he's not really in shape, right? He's just like hanging out in the corner for all the game, and then suddenly you want him to move like all the way over here. Does he ever get tired?
Chess do talk to their pieces, but the pieces never reply. I don't know what the rook would reply. You asked it if it was tired. I never thought about this. You're very, very kind. You really think about the feelings of all these pieces.
I just feel like if I was just like in my garage like for like an hour, and then all of a sudden they were like, okay, Wolf, go run a marathon, I'd be like, wait, I gotta warm up, right? Maybe I'll move him like just one first so he knows it's time to go. But we can deal with that if it comes up. But I just gotta keep an eye on my rooks.
Maybe what you can do instead is that you can just make sure that they're together so that they're alone but together, you know?
Yeah, they can do a little workout class to get ready.
Exactly. Okay, that's a great point. But no, you have, think about this. You have the strongest horses of all time, the strongest rooks. They've practiced for years for this exact moment. They're at their best shape, and you just gotta move them around the way they're meant to be moved around, you know? But they're in great shape.
Got it. That's good. I'm happy for my horses.
Okay, good.
Do you have a favorite piece, by the way? Like one that you enjoy using the most?
I think it's the horse. I think it's the knight.
That's mine too. Yeah, I always love the knight.
Why do you like the knight?
Because it's so tricky and it's able to control space in a way that none of the other pieces are. Like both bishops and rooks are kind of just they're just nerfed versions of the queen, right? And the king is like a nerf, like the king is the most nerfed version of the queen in a way. But the knight does something unique, and I think that's really fun, and it creates for interesting positional puzzles.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's the one piece that can do something different in a way.
One piece, yes.
And that's another great point. I hope it's like fine that I'm telling you so many things like right now. I feel like it's a lot of information at the same time, but
I'm following so far.
Great. Just let me know if you don't, and then we'll just take something again.
Okay.
But what you're saying is really good because it's great to know that queens and knights are the most powerful combination ever when it comes to an attack. If you're attacking your opponent's king, because like you said, the queen does everything that the bishop and rook does, but the only complement it can have is a knight.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And in the same way, like the rooks and bishops are super strong together because they're the closest to a queen that there is apart from the queen.
Right. You can like almost combine them into a queen if you want.
Pretty much.
Is the point value? How do I see the point values, Anna? Is there an easy way to see? The queen is 8, yeah?
The queen is 9.
Oh, okay. So I see. Because so a bishop and a rook is worth less than a queen, which makes sense because you have to use 2 pieces instead of 1.
Exactly. So they're a bit more vulnerable.
Pawns are 1, bishops 3, knights 3, queen 9, rook 5. Okay. Got it.
And king worthless or
priceless.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the point system. I'm trying to think if there's any other kind of basic thing. Yeah, a lot is also going to be like end games, but I feel like we can kind of tackle that later. I think for now we should just take kind of the simpler stuff. I think it's good if you maybe play a game, I'll follow it. Okay. And then I can from there, because you might be, oh, what are like the plans here? But then at least it will give you the chance to think about it first, and then I'll tell you.
Okay, sounds good.
And yeah, then I think we can in our next lesson tackle like end games and stuff like that, just to keep it a bit more organized.
Sure, sounds good. Hypothetical question: how do I play a game? Play bots?
So go to play. I mean, honestly, maybe the easiest is if we can do an unrated game, because then I can be a bit more active. I feel like if it's a rated game, it's a bit weird if I'm like telling you stuff. So if there's anybody in chat that would want to play against you, someone that is like around your level, maybe in your
okay,
I don't know.
Are we asking my chat or your chat, Anna, or both chats?
I think both, but if you want someone from yours, that could be fun.
Maybe someone from yours. That makes more sense.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, yeah. So we got some people here in chat. Who wants to play against Wolfie? Who wants to be the experimental? What is the word? Rabbit? Rat?
Guinea pig?
No. Guinea pig. Yes.
Same thing, basically. Oh wait, my editor wants to play. Is that fine?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Doug.
Okay, I'll follow your game.
Okay, I still hypothetically, let's pretend that somebody didn't know how to start an unrated game. What advice would you have for them?
Okay, very, very great hypothetical question. So what you do is that you go into play.
Okay. Play.
And then you go into custom. See that? And then
not quite. Wait, play.
Do you want me to screen share?
Yeah, sorry. You know what? I'll screen share and that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Because that way you can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can you see this? I went to play.
Oh. So press play on the right, like not just play, but like the play on the right. No, go to play, put your mouse on play on the left, and then you see that there's going to be several options. There we go. And then press play.
I see.
And then
where's
it's right under play. So there's like this little
opponent.
And now you can type the username.
Okay, Doug. Got it.
And then, there we go. Perfect. And then you make it unrated. So kind of take that tab away. There we go. And then there we go.
And hit play?
Yeah. And then they need to accept as well. So I think it's been sent out now and it's just waiting for them to accept.
Yep, I've sent him a message. He's a fair bit smarter than me, so he'll probably figure it out. But he's also my editor, so there's no guarantee.
I love it. YouTuber versus editor.
And you're able to join this. Wait, why do I have so many points? 1355? Isn't that good? I'm like GM, right?
It's great. Yeah, okay. Hold your horses. Maybe don't make a move before it stops.
Make a move before it stops?
Oh, has the game started? No, it hasn't started.
I don't think he's
it
joined
started.
yet.
Okay. 13:55. Yeah, you're on your way to GM, Wolfie. You definitely are.
He doesn't see it. What did I do wrong? Invite link. Wait. Well, now anyone can see it. Shoot. I think I messed up. Okay, cool.
Looks like you are in a game now.
Yes. I think this has worked.
Let me see. There we go. Yes, I'm watching. Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Now I can see it.
So I just play?
Yeah, you just play. You just play. Perfect.
He's stream sniping, Anna.
He streams. I'm not already gonna be. Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, I'll do this. I think I'll let you play and I'll kind of be talking on my channel. And then I'll get back to you after the game, if that's okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, chat. Oh, wait, I'll mute myself. Wait, Anna, should I mute?
No, you don't have to. I think it's fun if you don't.
Okay, but I'll be talking. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Okay, so chat, here's what's going on. He's not threatening anything here, and he's blocked in the bishop, so this is against what Anna has said. He can do this, but if he does this, then I do this and get my queen out, so that doesn't work. So I think I just want to develop my pieces. I think I'll do this, because I'm threatening here. Wait, why does this not work normally? Normally it's like this. Why does this not work? I don't know, I'll figure it out. Oh, because normally you can castle, but you can't castle here. So this is under pressure, but I could go here. If I go here, then he can take here, but that doesn't... Then I go here and put a fork. Why does this not work? Oh, the queen. The queen is why it doesn't work, but he just blocked it in. So... Oh, he can't even take here, because if I... Wait, hang on. If I go here, then he just goes here. So he can't really even freely take this. I think I'll just try it out. This just opens up my queen. My pawn is in danger, but I'm pressuring a fork here. Obviously, I want to protect this pawn at some point. I want to get this knight out, but I think since even if he takes here, he threatens what? Here, here. Oh, he threatens the queen fork, but he's not being protected because his bishop is in jail. I can't move his pieces. That's kind of bad. Okay, so this is Shadow... Wait, no, this is Ice Rider, and this is Shadow Rider. Okay. So Ice Rider has, I think, guaranteed Trick Room. And then I can get Glacial Lance boost, right? From here? Because I'm protected by Fake Out? Yeah, I understand it. I have my castle open. Oh, he can do that. But wait, okay, I take here, which forces him to take here, which then gives me another fork. So I think I take it anyway. That will then expose my pawn, but I'll be pressuring... Oh, you know what I can do is, wait, hang on. I take here, he takes here, I take here, he takes here. Nope, that doesn't work. Hang on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's now pressuring from here. He can go here or here, but I don't care. Am I opening this queen? No, but I'm opening with this. And then, so I'm here. And then he moves his queen here. Is that actually good for me? Because he moves his queen here. I can trade and I go up a pawn. I'll do it. I have the queen available as well. Is there anything I can do with that? Can I... Oh! Wait, if he goes... Hang on, wait. He goes here. I go... Wait, hang on. Nope. He goes here. I go here. He goes here. No. I'm not good with the arrows. Yeah, he goes here. I go here. He goes here. Two of my bishops... Oh, yeah, I just lost my bishop. I can go here from here and protect my knight the old-fashioned way. Sort of my options. I can go here. How many pieces I took? I'm up in pieces, so I could just trade another 1-for-1 and put his queen in an awkward spot. But then my pieces aren't developed, right? If I go here, he goes here, and then he's got 2 knights and I got nothing. So I think what I want to do is actually go here. Nope, no, because that would... Hang on. Unless I want to bait him. Hang on, if I were to go here... I guess I'm not that much less developed. I'm up a pawn. I can't go here. I can't go here. I can't go here. So my options are either here or here, which doesn't make sense, or here. So it's bishop or back. I also could move my queen here, but that loses it to the knight, so let's not do that. I like my knights a lot. I don't really want to lose them for nothing, but if I go here, I have 6 minutes left. Sorry, Doug. Do I get time back? I have no idea. If I go here, his knight can move and expose an attack here. He can go here. Whatever. Just trade the trade. Do I get time back? Because I'm up in pieces, so it seems like a decent trade. But I'm down in position, so I've actually made a gigantic blunder. So I could move the knight here next, but I think I actually want to move my pawn next, right? Because that opens up my bishop, and now I have already killed my left side pieces. Oh, I took both his bishops, but I lost a knight and a bishop. So I have no idea if that's a positive trade or not. My queen is kind of being more free. Everyone's saying in the chat is saying rip time. Am I gonna lose on timer? Oh, interesting. But that opens up this. It was a clever move, Doug. But then he goes here. What are my options then? I mean, this piece is being he's kept us even on pawns. Now my knight is just dead. I go here, he goes here, then I go here. It doesn't work. Okay. Oh, unless I go here, which gets my queen out of jail, pressures the knight. I'll try it. I don't know. We're just like trying stuff, right? I don't really want to just trade down. I like my pieces. They're my friends. Wait, I'm not getting time back. Shouldn't I get time back when I move? Man, I thought backseating in Pokemon was bad. I guess it makes sense because like I get backseating all the time. I looked at the chat and it's all like number 3, or letter 4. And in Pokemon, I'm probably the best in the world, and I still get backseated. So I guess it makes sense when I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm in danger here. Except that now, this is kind of what I wanted. I can put him in check, right, and pressure the knight at the same time. And if he moves his queen to defend, oh, but he can just block with pawn, right? So that actually doesn't work because I go here, he goes here. And then what? Then what, genius? Then I go here, and I'm protected. I protect here, but I'm not really protected. It's a losing trade. So what are my options here? I think I'm getting outplayed. Let's see here. I have to move my queen, obviously. I want to go to the center. I could go to the center. Just yeah, but then I lose my knight, right? Am I still up in pieces? Oh, he hasn't taken my knight yet. That's part of the thing that's going on here. Hang on. I go here, he goes here. I go here, he goes here. And then I go here, but I don't pressure the check, so it doesn't work. Okay. Well, I have to move my knight, right? So I think I'd rather just move it here. Because this still is okay because it keeps... Yeah. It's not perfect because his knight can go here and threaten me. I need to get more pieces out. Oh, but the nice thing is if I can move this pawn up, then I can threaten with the bishop, which would discover an attack, I think that's called. And now... Oh, right, that can happen. Anna! Help! I forgot.
Don't worry.
I can't go here. I can't go here. It's okay. I'm still even, right? He's keeping us even.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm down in tempo. I gotta get my pressure back. So I gotta get my queen to safety, which I think here is okay. Just moves the pawn up. Hang on, wait. I should not do this way. This, and then I'm in trouble. And this doesn't really help. Okay. I think I moved my queen to safety. Nope, can't block that pawn. Can't block that pawn. Dang, this is tough. Forgot about the knight. Or forgot about the rook. Well played, Doug. Here. This can go here. Nope. This can go here. Doesn't help. If I lose this pawn in any way, then the king is in check. Oh, but if I castle, I need to get tempo back. Give me my tempo. Okay, so he's attacking here. Oh, he's got 3 here. So he can go. If I move this up, then he can go here, here, which doesn't really help, right? So my options are either here or here. I'm running out of time, so I should probably just make moves quickly, right? I need to castle at some point. This means as long as there's not a third attack here. I need to get my pieces out. This is what Anna was talking about with pieces not being developed and how that's a problem. Okay, the knight is coming in. What is it doing here? He can put me in a fork if he goes here. No, he can't because I have my queen. I'm running out of time. I'm just going to move faster, I think. Oh, wait, I lost my rook. Oh, not yet, though, because I have... He goes here. I go here. Wait. Okay, he takes my rook, but I get his knight. If he... Oh, but he still gets my rook. I see. His queen moves here. Can I capitalize on my momentum at all? I get... we traded... Actually, it's okay, right? Because I got my bishop out. I now have better control over the space center. I don't know if I'm winning anymore. I don't know. But now my pieces are back out. They're out of jail. You can take this, but then I get my rook out. Oh, but I can't move my rook. Never mind, because of the queen pressuring here. Because if I move my rook here, then this is just checkmate. So well played, Doug. Oh, okay. So I should probably save my rook somehow. Can I do both at once? Can I... My bishop is being threatened. Can I put him in check? So my bishop is threatened here. I need more time. Oh, what I can do is actually this, right? Now we can trade 1 for 1, but I don't go down. Recovered. Am I losing? How do I see how many pieces I have left? How do I see the points total? Why do I have no time left? He goes here. I go here. Now I'm protecting the square twice. I gotta keep an eye on the square. I gotta do something with it. I should just move my pawn up at some point. So we both have both rooks. Am I winning? Where's this? Wait, I think I'm winning. Oh, but I have no time. Oh, okay, I gotta start moving fast. Oh, not nice. Wait a second. Wee! Under your name. Oh, plus 10. Oh, plus 10. It means I'm up by 10. Okay, let's not take this. Go here. B. Plus 11. Oh, I thought that meant I had 11 more pieces hidden somewhere. Okay. Wee! Whoa. I mean, I could just trade here, but I think I'd rather go here first, forcing this, and then here next, forcing a move. Okay. Let's get my knight back somewhere so I'm not threatening anything. I gotta watch out for the time, right? Start moving this guy out. I don't know. But now I'm threatening this. Wee. Okay. Check. And I'm pressuring here. His options are to move there. Okay. If I go here. Oh, I'm out of time. Oh. I don't know. I can't move this knight or else I'm in trouble. Ah! Curse you. It's fine. Here? Question mark? Now they're all friends. And then if I go here, hang on. If I go here, he takes here. Wait a second. Can I just win this? Oh. Pop. Oh, I won. Yippee!
Congrats!
Thank you. One blunder. Oh. Oh wait, I know where the blunder is.
Yeah? What do you think the blunder was?
What's a blunder?
What's a blunder?
Yeah. Like obviously it's a bad move, but how does a blunder and a mistake vary?
Well, just think about a blunder being a very bad mistake.
Is that when I let my rook end up in jail?
No, actually, that was fine. Because you saw this trick, you could take their piece. They blundered a piece, right? So that was fine. It wasn't. I actually thought you'd made a mistake, but I was wrong. So it was good. Let's see what the blunder was, according.
Good job building a lead and not letting up.
Speaking to me. Should I watch this?
Yeah, you can absolutely watch that. I'm just gonna pull up your screen share if that's okay.
Yeah. Let me know if I need to do anything.
No, it should be fine. Just give me 1 second. But that was really impressive how at the end you were able to like find the sacrifice.
Oh, thanks.
Very impressive. Chat was very impressed.
I didn't realize the time didn't come back. I thought you got your time back when you moved.
Yeah, I think in PogChamps there's going to be some extra time. Like I think you'll get like a couple seconds, but we definitely need to practice the time.
Sure, yeah. I think it'll be easier once I get more familiar because I feel like the gears in my brain have been kind of dormant for a while when it comes to chess.
Yeah. Yeah, I also think it's just like a practice thing. And I'll be honest with you, Wolfie, I am not like the fastest player because I love thinking in chess.
Yeah.
But it's really one of those things that can bite you like in a tournament because it's just so annoying to lose because of time.
Got it. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. There's also time pressure in Pokemon, so I'm at least like familiar. You only get 45 seconds a turn in Pokemon, so I'm used to like, yeah, I'm used to being able to move faster. And at the end there, I was starting just to play on instinct rather than like thinking everything through.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then you did so well.
Practice, yeah.
Absolutely. No, I'm not worried about it. But yeah, just good to know. Okay, so do you want to look at the game? We can do like a game review from the beginning. Sure. So if you start at like move number, yeah, we can do that.
This start review?
Yeah. I think the review. Yeah, there we go. E4. Okay. So you can just press like your buttons, like the left, right, whatever.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm booked.
Yeah, so all of this was, yeah, you were playing like a book so far.
Oh no! Wait, no! I'm a bot.
That's a good thing in chess, for the most part.
Just tell me when to do the next move, Anna.
Okay, just keep going. I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whee.
Yeah, so all of this was good.
Pawn chain linked fence. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and then you activated the bishop. That was great.
Did you see what I was saying about how normally this, like, there's a lot of ways that you can respond to this attack, but here it seemed like he'd block them off by making these moves?
What attack?
This one, and then this one.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's why I think putting the bishop there is so smart because it's looking towards the king, right? Like that bishop is pointing towards his king.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great placement to have your bishop against most people. I think that's going to be very annoying for them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then knight went here. I went here.
Yeah, and this was the best move. Like, he just messed up immediately in the opening.
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
This is a good move. And then I guess I took with bishop, but I could have taken with knight, but I guess this is better because it keeps up my pressure.
Yeah, but I honestly think it doesn't really matter. I think the important thing was just for you to spot that you could take that and win a pawn, and that was really good.
Got it. And then I took here.
Yeah.
But I thought he would take immediately, and he didn't. So this is where I got kind of confused.
Yeah, this was very confusing. It was nice that he saw that your knight was trapped. So this was a little bit of a confusing thing, but to begin with, I want to say that it was so great that you took that bishop because you were saying that you wanted to have initiative. But when you're when you're a pawn up, it's great to trade pieces because in an endgame, you're going to have more pieces to play with. So, like, when you're up material, trading pieces is great. And especially here, because of the fact that your knight is kind of lonely, like dancing alone and not really close to anything else, it's better to just get rid of it and like continue your development because that in a way gives you a tempo. Like you get rid of the knight at the same time as you're protecting it and then you're able to continue with your development. So that was great that you took that bishop there.
Okay, cool. And then this move choice loses a knight? Wait, why? Wait, why?
A knight I feel like it's a little exaggerated. I mean, it's just
I could move the pawn here, but then that forces the knight out. But how does that help me?
Well, it only helps you in the sense like the knight you've taken their bishop. You're gonna be losing your knight. There's not really any way for you to get it to save it, but at least you're developing then at the same time. So it makes a lot of sense that here you don't really want to bring out your queen because you also see that your queen gets put in a kind of vulnerable spot as the rook can come in and attack it. So it's better to just get rid of the knight at the same time as you're developing your light scored bishop because you're gonna need to make that move to develop your bishop.
Got it. And this also, if we go here and then he takes here, then I get this here, and then my queen is now open here. Like I've opened up the row for the queen.
Yes, and you've also won a piece there because as you see, you're already right now a piece up. The only way he gets it back is by winning your knight without you winning anything else.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, good point. Yeah, at some point I went up a knight and I was like, wait, when did that happen? I lost track. Okay. So this is the wrong move because the rook can take here and now my queen has to leave and go bye-bye.
It's not because as you see, when you move the queen here, you're threatening the knight. So that is fine. But it's just that you're threatening the knight in kind of the wrong way because the queen is later on after you've threatened the knight and the knight moves somewhere, it's going to be in a bad spot. But let's press show follow up to see exactly what the engine thinks here. Yeah, exactly. The knight thinks,
What was it supposed to do to save my knight?
Yeah, I know. So the engine is wrong. It's saying it loses a knight, but you've already won a bishop, so it doesn't matter. That's what I thought, that there wasn't anything else.
Okay, cool. So this is the actual position. Okay, so then he goes here. Good move. And now my queen is in jail.
Mm-hmm. So I guess the queen...
Wait, how was I supposed to do that? Chess is hard, Anna. What the heck? Because I thought if I went here, he would just go here.
Yes, and then what happens, Wolfie?
Then if I go here, it doesn't actually work because this is being threatened by 3 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought not to go there. Because I don't think he ever moves the queen out in time for me to get the knight in exchange from here with my queen. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. Let's see. I go here. He goes here. I say, uh-oh. And I go here. If he takes with rook, I can't take the pawn back. What am I missing here? I don't have any other pieces open.
There's a little tactic.
I go here. He goes here. I go here. He goes here. I forfeit. Oh, I see it. Okay. I go here. He goes here. I go here.
The pin.
And then if he goes here, Dedge.
Exactly. Good job, Wolfie.
Okay, cool. I see it. Because this knight is basically dead to rights, so if I get any other piece out of it, it's free.
Exactly. Anything you get, if you get a pawn, if you get anything, it's extra money. Like it's extra whatever.
Wait, should I have then, maybe I should have gone here. Maybe I should have gone here then, because this pawn's dead already.
So yes, in a way, yes, but actually that would give your opponent a lot of initiative because they haven't castled yet.
Right.
So because they haven't castled kingside, it means that they still have the opportunity of castling queenside, which means when you castle kingside, it's going to be amazing for them because the files in front of the rooks are going to be open attacking your king. So they don't mind actually losing that pawn. So no, you shouldn't take that there. But the idea is correct. Mm-hmm.
And then...
Because then you develop your bishop.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Cool. That all makes sense to me. Because also in the end, in a way, it was inefficient, right? Because I move here, right? And then he moved here.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had started here, I could have started with the pawn here and then still ended up here. Like with one fewer move.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's kind of the thing that like we don't want to move the queen a lot in the beginning if we don't have to. We really want to develop the bishops and the knights first because you're going to see that it's really easy for your opponent to kick away your queen a million times otherwise. That's kind of what happened here.
Yes. It's like you don't want to have to move halfway. If you don't want your queen to get tired is what you're saying, right? Like I don't want to move here and then next turn move here. Like just do it in one move.
Yeah, because then it's going to get tired. That's the way your pieces get tired. Yes, by treating them like that.
Okay. I'm sorry, my queen. Yeah. And then I move here and the engine says, huh? What are you doing? And I go, I don't know. And then I lose my knight. Free knight. And then I have to scramble.
And then here, did you see the threat he had of queen takes f7?
Queen takes f7. My queen?
No, after. So after the queen moved to f3, the next move. Yeah. Did you see that he was threatening to check your king?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This would have been real bad.
Yeah.
So I thought about either going here. I thought I could go here or I could castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured rook is in jail. Get rook out of jail. Also, because this would have been 3 pieces attacking this square if I'd gone here and hang on. If I went here, like obviously it's still a winning trade because I get to take 2 with pawns. So like if I go here, like it's like obviously this is still like a good trade for me because I'd be taking pieces with pawns. Although I think I would go down, right? Hang on. I go here. He goes here. I go here. He goes here. And then actually I think I would have to bail because if I take with queen, he gets rook. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I want too many arrows. But I figured castling was good. Oh,
yeah, there's actually there's a saying in chess which is never play f3, and it kind of applies the same for black. Never play f6, because if you're gonna kingside castle, your king is gonna be so weak because that whole diagonal, you see that? Like imagine if the pawn was on f6, the king would be kind of naked, you know?
Yeah,
and you don't want that. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know. I actually thought this was a good move. I was like, oh, this feels like a nice, good, intuitive move. So then he goes here.
Mm-hmm.
And the engine tells him he's dumb, and I want to get the pressure on this knight, so I go here, but then he's able to... My rook is in danger. What was I supposed to get out? I need to move my knight out here, I guess. Wait, what was I supposed to do?
When you do that, you're actually not defending the pawn, so can you find any way right now of defending the pawn if you want to defend the pawn?
This pawn is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
I can find a way, Anna. No. Okay. This pawn's in danger. Oh, I could just move here.
You could. Worst case. But what you did was much better. You were extremely smart here, Wolfie.
Oh, I thought it was a bad move.
Mm-mm. Very smart. Best move. They're going to give you an exclamation mark. Your first exclamation mark. Look at that.
There was only one good move?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Wait, that's crazy. Because this feels like a bad move because I'm losing the rook.
Yeah, but what are you gaining?
Knight and pressure.
Mm-hmm. Knight and pressure, but not only that, there's actually an extra thing that I'm going to tell you right now. But apart from that extra thing, the knight on a8, even if it loses the rook, it's like so out of play that a lot of times it's going to be really easy for you to get it back. So like if you're, and once again, if you win 2 knights, then you're better, right? Because 2 knights better than rook. So, but actually, let's go for what your opponent did. Yeah, this was a huge blunder.
Sorry, Doug. So he goes here, and I go here.
Yeah, you did that.
Wait, hang on, sorry.
But you know another thing that you could have done as well?
Yeah?
In this position, if we look at all the checks, captures, and attacks, you saw a capture, but if we start with all the checks, what checks do you see here?
Wee!
Mm-hmm. Any other wees?
You said, did you ask for others? Any other piece?
Any other wees? Wees.
Oh, so there's wee here. There's also wee here. It doesn't seem like a good move to me, but I'll if you say so. And here as well. Did I miss one?
Mm-hmm. There's one more wee you haven't seen.
Wee! Wee.
Mhm.
But then he can just go here. Hang on, wait. If I go here, oh, he's forced into check. I go here. So long, Gay Bowser.
Exactly.
Wow, I forgot about this. I totally forgot about this. That's crazy. Wait, that's crazy. It's a good thing my queen doesn't get tired. Imagine she stopped like here. That wouldn't work at all. Interesting. Yeah, that's really cool because I was like so focused on this like quadrant of the board over here and like the pressure over here. I didn't even think about going all the way over here. That's really cool.
Mhm. Yeah. It's hard, right? Because like it's so easy to like you said, just focus on one side of the board. But I think the better you become at chess, the more you play all over the board. Like you see the whole 64 squares, and you kind of dance around with your pieces. It's like they always like dance to the beat in a way.
Yes.
And so you see like all these things, and it comes with experience, honestly. But that's why I said, looking for checks, captures, and attacks in tactical positions can make finding these things easier.
So what I should have done is when this knight moved here, I should have like mentally taken a note that this whole file was open, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it wouldn't, I guess I didn't think that much about it because I was like, oh, it'd be so easy to block. And then like, I'm not getting through this defense, right? But little did I know that the knight would be in danger. Cool. Should we keep going?
Yeah. So here you had the chance to do that move. But if you don't see it before, it's like hard to see now.
Yeah, right. It's still this move is still open. Hang on, I need a refresher. What did I do here? He took the pawn, I took the knight, and now I'm thinking my knight, my rook is in danger. So he moves here, and then I win a knight through a fork. I also have to keep in mind, I think this is like I wasn't really at this point. I wasn't really thinking about this piece. Like I almost moved my rook out of the way. And then that would have been really bad. So he goes here.
Yeah. It's good they spotted it.
And I think here I move my knight to open up this thing, but then I would have been in danger. Is there any better? What do I end up doing here? I go here?
Yeah, that's fine. The reason it's saying it's bad is because you missed the check, like the fork.
Oh, yes, okay.
Move.
Cool.
Yeah.
He moves here. I thought this was a smart move, and then we trade.
It was the second best move if you don't like see the fork. It's great.
I like how encouraging the bot is. It makes me feel good. Okay, yeah, and then from here it was somewhat straightforward. Now I see that I'm pressuring both here for pawn and here for pawn. Since I've got the queen, I feel like I should just be making safe trades or like taking safe pieces when I can. Wee.
And did you feel safe here?
I did feel safe here. Did I miss something? Because this
no.
The rook is no longer threatening this piece, which is what I was mainly worried about. And actually I've double reinforced it by accident.
No, you're completely fine here. I was just wondering how you're feeling.
Check, and then check again. I thought this was clever because he couldn't both block and threaten me at the same time this way. And then I was running out of time, so I was just moving here. And then I move here because I don't really feel like I'm under any pressure. Take the free pawn. Move this up so I can open up the rook. Because if he takes here, then I take here, so he can't really take it easily. He goes here, I go here, because I want to set up this like kind of pushing endgame, and then GG.
Checkmate! Beautiful checkmate by sacrificing the queen even for 2 rooks. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very impressive. Honestly, like I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating, Wolfie. This is probably like the most impressive like first lesson I've ever had with anyone when I've coached PogChamps. Truly. Like I was saying that to my chat. You can watch back the VOD. Like I was telling that to my chat. It was so impressive to see you being able to think so many steps ahead when you haven't played in so long. Very impressive.
And my head's gonna get too big. I'm not gonna be able to play PogChamps because I'm not gonna be able to sit in my chair without falling over.
Listen, as long as you don't lose on time, we're fine.
Okay, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. That's I think the only thing. But we'll practice that after. But do you feel like a little bit, more clear-headed about chess right now than an hour before?
Yes, I feel like I'm shaking off the cobwebs. Like I feel like I'm remembering, because it's a totally different skill set in terms of like, or not skill set, but like actually having to think through the different interactions in the pieces. It feels kind of like playing an old Pokemon format where I haven't played in like a decade, and I'm like, wait, like how strong was Thunderbolt in this generation? I'm like, wait, how does speed work? It's like I it's in there somewhere, but I have to like dredge it up because I just haven't been using it in a while.
Yeah, I get that. I, by the way, loved when you were using Pokemon words. I didn't understand anything, but it was fantastic.
Thank you.
What did you say? Can you repeat it?
I think I said, well, okay, so in chess there's 2 knights, right, which are horses.
Uh-huh.
And one of them starts on the black square. I know this was the wrong way to do this. I'm sorry. Okay, so one of them starts on the white square, okay? And the 2 horses, one of them is like ice type and the other is ghost type. So, and they're both called Calyrex. So one of them is Calyrex Ice Rider. So this one is Ice Rider because it's the horse that starts on the white square, and this one is Calyrex Shadow Rider. And it's like they're like 2 of the strongest Pokemon of all time, and they're both really good right now. And yeah, they're like horses themed roughly white and black. So that's what I was thinking.
I understood that. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes fully sense. That's why you love the horses, maybe as well.
I don't love Calyrex as much as I love the knight, but maybe I'll learn to love it.
Okay, cool. Well, I think that was a good first game. I thought that like the next thing we could do is that it would be fun if you try to do some puzzles just to see like how your tactical vision is right now. And I thought that you can just screen share when you're doing them and we can kind of go through them together.
Sure. I think I'm screen sharing right now. Should be still at least.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Yippee.
Yippee.
Okay, so I go to puzzles.
Mm-hmm. And the top one, puzzles.
Okay. Puzzles. Yeah. Rush. Puzzles.
There we go. Perfect.
Whoa.
Yay! You're gonna get a puzzle rating.
Okay, I win the game. GG.
Why is it showing it to you? It's literally telling you the answer, no? Oh, maybe it's teaching you how to do them.
I did that.
Oh, okay.
Just win the game.
Okay, good. I thought it was literally
I'm done, Anna. I'm done. I'm done with chess. I've learned it all.
Yeah, you're a GM. Good job.
Wood too. Okay.
Unfortunately, wood doesn't sound like the strongest one.
Don't I just take? Hang on. If I go here, I mean, there's no way this is the wrong move. I don't care. Oh, it's correct. Okay, I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, don't overthink. These are really easy in the beginning. Okay.
Isn't this just free?
It is.
Whoa, now there's so many pieces. Okay. I'm in check, so I have to move somewhere or threaten to. I think I just take here. Okay. If I take here, then I lose my queen, so that can't be right. Let's see here. I take here, I put them in check. Oh, yeah. Can they be 2 moves?
Yeah, they can be several moves. They don't have to be. It's just like a solution, basically.
I lost! I won.
Good.
I really thought I lost.
With the knight there.
I'm white, and everybody's in danger. Okay, I guess I go here? Because I don't want to take the queen, because that'll be bad. I guess I go here? And then I put them in check here. And then I take the queen here. Then I solve the puzzle.
I mean, Wolfie, you're too good. What's going on?
I can take here. Oh, wait, hang on. My rook. This is being threatened here. That's not what I wanted. Okay, wait. This is threatening here. If I take with this pawn, it's also threatening here and here. There's no way for them to... I take here, they take here. Why would I not take this? I want to take here. Oh, no, I don't. Wrong. GG.
I was so sure you were going to take the pawn. I was about to say, okay, first one, you're wrong. It's okay. We talk about this, and then nope.
I'll be wrong next one. Trust. Okay. Well, Anna, there's too many pieces. Wait, am I
there's
white? I'm white this time.
Mm-hmm.
This is threatening here. This is threatening here. Oh! Wait, I can't let it go here. If it goes here, then it's threatening... Wait. Because it's this? I think I kind of just want to go here. I want to just go here. Hang on, wait. If I go here, they go here. It doesn't actually solve my problem, right? Oh, wait. I cannot let them... Wait, what am I doing? I forgot about the king. Okay. So if it goes, I can't let it go here, basically. No, you know what I'm trying to do. Anyway, if they go here, I can't let it go here. So I need to move my queen somehow. I think I just move my queen here. Okay, I can't move it here. I can't move it here. I don't want to move it here. So I feel like I just move it. Wait a second. If I move it here, yeah, that works, right? Knight can go here, doesn't help. Knight can go here, doesn't help. Knight can go here, trades evenly. Knight can go here, dies. I'll go here. Nope. I meant to go here. Hang on. Incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So finally, something I can teach you.
Okay.
So yeah, if you go back, so you were right that you like want to move the queen, right? You saw that there's the fork, and that's good. But queen d3, even though it's like a fine move, it actually loses a rook because the bishop can go to e2 and fork the queen and the rook, if you see that.
Oh, you're so right. So I go here?
So here you have to go through this checklist again, which I would recommend, especially in puzzles. So look at all the checks, captures, and attacks. So what checks do you have right now?
Checks. This is threatening a check. This opens up this.
Your checks as white. Like, what checks can you do on them? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to look at my about going on the offense. So I can go. Nope, sorry. I can go here or here. Oh, interesting. So I could go here, which forces this, or would they could also take with the queen? This.
And what does that do? What happens then?
So if I go here, they can't take here, because if they take here, then I go here. And they just are smudged. So if I go here, they have to take with this. Which seems to make my position worse, as far as I can tell. Unless there's a way to threaten the queen. I have my bishop still. Wait a second. I go here. They go here, and now the knight is no longer protecting this, so I can always go here regardless. And now if this goes here, I just move my king.
Then you're actually protecting it. Do you see it? With the queen on g4, you're protecting that square.
I didn't see it. Now I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So... Oh. It's very nice and neat.
Yeah. And this is just like a theme. Like, you remove a defender and you do it with a tempo. So you remove the defender, it's a check. They must treat that what's going on over there, and then that means that the bishop is not defended anymore. So that's why in all of these puzzles, and whenever you think in a game that you might have something, which is a difficult skill, but you know, it's a lot of intuition there. Whenever you think that you might have something, that's when you really want to go through this checklist. What checks do you have? What captures do you have? And like, what threats do you have?
I think I'm finding it difficult when there's a ton of pieces on the board. Like here, there's so much going on. And I'm like, you know, my knight is threatening like over here, right? Like I'm being threatened here. There's all these, like, there's the discovered attack. There's like this whole business with like this knight, this bishop, right? Like, and then I was I was only looking on defense. I wasn't even thinking about offense. So I think what's really happening is I'm kind of like finding one little square, or like one little, maybe even a larger zone. I'm kind of just like looking at like kind of this zone roughly. And I think as I get more experience, it'll be easier for me to kind of see the whole board.
Yeah. I mean, that's just tunnel vision. Like, that's really common to just...
Yeah.
But that's why this checklist is kind of good, because then it kind of, instead of you getting overwhelmed by how many things are going on, it becomes a bit more methodical. Like, okay, what checks do I have? I have these 2 checks. And instead of just thinking, oh, this doesn't work, try to sometimes maybe just like, try to just think one move forward. Like, okay, if I go knight e7 check, the queen goes there. Do I have anything? Okay, I cannot really see that I have anything there. Okay, let's go for the next check. Okay, I go knight takes knight. What changes in that position then? Okay, it's check. They don't have a knight anymore. Does that change anything in my position? And so on. And in this position, it does. Sometimes it might not. But even if you in the beginning think it doesn't change anything, it's good to just spend a few seconds kind of getting that off your checklist, because it's going to give you the ability to see tactics in games sometimes that could like potentially change the game, right? Because you might want to piece that.
And it can just for my own knowledge, can you define what you mean when you say tactics for me? Because I don't think I have a full understanding.
Oh, that's a good question. What is a chess tactic? A chess tactic? I guess it's when there's kind of something forcing in the position. Like if you do something, it's kind of going to... No, that's a bad explanation. But it's kind of like a... something forcing that leads to winning something, maybe. Or, you know what? Just let me put it this way. A sneaky trap.
Okay. It's like a micro strategy almost. Like, it's like a little... It's almost like an attack in a way, or like it can be...
I get that it's a bit complicated. It's actually so funny because I've actually never thought about how to actually explain it. But maybe this way. What about like a tactic is kind of a winning combination of moves? I saw someone in my chat saying that, and it's kind of true. It's like there's like forcing moves, and it's going to lead to you winning material, which in like chess brain typically means winning the game. It doesn't really at lower levels because many things can happen.
Right.
But like generally we think about, oh, we win a piece, oh, we're winning, because if we trade everything off, we're gonna have a winning endgame. But you know, at this level, like you should treat like every position as really important because things can go anyway, right? But but yeah, maybe that's a good way of putting it. But like a combination, a tactic is like a combination.
Okay. It almost sounds like it sounds a little bit like in Pokemon how we have a concept of pins where like you're able to cover a lot of your opponent's options or sometimes all of your opponent's options by using like different attacks from your Pokemon. It's kind of like, it's a little bit like how like you're threatening multiple squares can threaten the same piece, but in Pokemon it works a little bit differently. But like it reminds me a little of what you're talking about, where basically you can make one move and effectively give your opponent no good options, or more realistically, like they have to make one specific play or else they're just gonna like lose a ton of ground.
Yeah, so I would say that is like right before what the tactic is. The tactic is when like if you find it, like they're gonna lose the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like they have no, like it's a combination. It's, how about this? In Super Smash Bros, can't you like do certain like moves that will like kick off your opponent from the screen in certain moments?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of that. You have one of those moments where if you play the right moves, you're going to be able to do that.
Okay, cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a setup effectively. It's like if you execute this, then you get like the position that you want, and then you get ground from the position.
Yeah, exactly. Like a combo. Yeah.
Cool. Should I do the next puzzle?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm sorry if that was confusing.
No, it's good. Okay, I'm white this time. That's actually the hardest part. So I have check here. I want this. Oh, I'm in check. Hold on. So I can block. Wait, why would I not just take? What am I missing? I can't put them in check easily because I can do here, which doesn't... The only move I can play that gets me out of check that doesn't... I'm taking. Okay, I overthought it.
Didn't overthink it.
Maybe because I lost, they gave me an easier one. Hard.
Yeah, don't listen to it. It's definitely not hard.
Points.
They're being nice. You said it yourself. The bot was being nice.
Huh? They docked my level because I lost too many, because I lost the puzzle. Okay, I'm black this time. Checkmate? Extra hard.
Good job, so fast. Yeah.
I'm white this time. Huh? Extra hard.
Amazing.
Black. Okay. My check is here. That's not gonna work. Maybe I should reevaluate this. I go here, I lose my queen, but then I say aha, and I lose my rook, and then I don't get anything out of it. Okay. So I think this perhaps is not gonna work. Other checks include this. Nope. That's not the way this moves. This, which is, I think, checkmate.
Brilliant. That's the way you should be thinking. Amazing.
Okay, now I'm black. If I take here, I'm screwed. How about if I go here? Hang on, wait a second. Okay. I can put them in check like this. I can put them in check like this. I can put them in check like this. If this takes, it's game over. So I either have to put them in check or... Hang on, so what are my options? I can go here. And then this is, I think, checkmate or close to it because I have to move here. And then this. That doesn't seem good. Okay. I could also go here. Put them in check. Or Alternatively, I could go here to put them in check, which means they have to move here or here. I just go here. And then we. And then we.
Boom.
Now I'm white. Okay, so oh wait, I'm white. So wait, no, hang on. I go here, they go here. I go here, they go here, I lose. That's not gonna work. Wait, maybe it will. Can I put them in check? No. I can't take this. I can't go here. I can't go here. I have this guy. What if I went here? No. What if I went here? No. What am I missing here? They go here. I can't take this because of the bishop. I can't take this because of the pawn. I'm forced to go either. This just gives them a queen, so I can't. I want to get this here. I go here. They go here. I go here. They go here. I lose. This one's harder. I go here. They can't go here. So they have. I go here. They go here. No. I go here. They go here. Okay, same position next turn. I want to get rid of this bishop. Oh, maybe I should use my bishop to do something. I go here. No. I go here. They go here. I go here. They go here. I lose. I go here. They go here. No. They go here. No. Wait, I go here. I go here. They go here. I go here. They go here. I think that's checkmate. Okay, hang on, wait. I go here. Sorry, Anna. They go here. I go here. They go here. I go here. They go here. I go here. They go here. I go queen. That seems too complicated, no? I could try it and lose the puzzle. This is hard. I go here. Wrong. Yeah, I want to go again. Okay. Where can my king move? No, 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 no. Yes. I can't put their king in jail or in check.
Yeah, this one's great because you really need to think several steps ahead.
I go here, they go here. I go here, they go here. I go here, they go here. They end up in check. I go here. No! But I was so smart. Wait, I go here? No.
That was low-key a beautiful idea, though.
I thought it was so smart because then I put the king in check. Okay. Is this one way harder than the others, or am I missing something obvious?
Well, it is harder than the other ones. They've been extremely easy before in comparison to this. But you're missing a key point at the end of the combination. You're finding the right ideas, but you're missing one key point.
I go here. I go here. I can't go here. I can't go here because of this and this. I can't go here, so I go here. Their pawn's now in this position, so it protects this pawn from going here.
Yeah. And then what?
I'm in check, so I can't make my queen attack. I can't go here because of the bishop. Oh, I can go here.
There we go.
It was the simplest move. Wait, I don't care about that. Take it. I don't care. Wait, should I move my bishop? I want the queen. Oh, I have to take it because otherwise they'll just go after my queen. I could take a knight. Anna, I could take the knight and protect the bishop. Is that the right play?
No, it's not.
It's the knight. Anna, trust me. And then what are they gonna do? They're gonna go here, and then I'll be up at night. I think it's nighttime.
And listen, if you want to check me knight and bishop, go ahead. That's gonna be a whole other thing.
I wanted to save my bishop. Okay, that one was hard.
Well, yeah, it just came from that one idea, right? But then you saw it.
Okay, so I can't interfere here very easily. I can't go here, so I have to go either here or here. There's nowhere to get in front of this queen, so I have very limited moves. If I go here, hang on, what do I want to do? So I either go here or here. Intuitively, it feels like this is nope. Wait, if I go if I go here, I have to go here because otherwise queen takes here. So I have to go here. Oh, I think I take. Oh, why did they give me the demon puzzle before this?
They're trying to trick you.
It did trick me.
You never know what's coming.
Isn't that just checkmate? What am I missing? They're giving me the easy puzzles because I messed up.
They always do it, right?
This seems like it goes up in material. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Okay. I'm threatening check here, here, and here, but these corner ones get me killed. If I go here, they just block. I'm also threatening here, which is much harder to block because of my knight. So I go here. I thought it was too easy. My knight isn't threatening check. Wait, what? Let's see. I go here. I don't go here. I actually know that for a fact. Oh, I go here? No. I go here. They block with one of the rooks. It could be either one. Do I have them block with one of them first? That doesn't change anything. Can't really put them in check very easily. Do I have a fork with a knight? No. I take with my king and lose? This feels right. How about here? Can I do anything with this? That space? Oh. I mean, I guess it has to be... It can't be this, right? I go here. Just block. What about this queen? Can I kill the queen at all? No. Oh, I can block with... I can... Oh, I see it. I don't see it. Oh, because of the queen. I'm sorry I said the puzzles were too easy. I'm sorry. I feel like it should be here then, but that doesn't really feel like it helps me very much. Because I can't follow up attack the king after this. You have a checkmating idea. Wait, I can checkmate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, my stupid knight.
There.
Oh, my arms aren't that sharp. Oh, no-y.
Because you have to think, here you're already so much material down, like your opponent has 2 rooks. So either it's going to be checkmate or it's GG. Even if you win 1 rook, you're losing,
right,
you know?
Right. Okay, now I'm black. I'm black now? Okay.
Yes, you're black now.
This seems like a free rook. Or free rook. The knight can't put me in check. Oh, wait, hang on. I have to move here and I gotta get this guy out of the way. Oh, wait, I see it. Oh, never mind. Didn't need to finish it, but I saw it.
There we go. Yeah, we're back to the maiden ones.
They gave me the baby puzzles again.
So funny to actually see it. Like, it's crazy.
I can do better. I'm sorry. Wee. This time I'm white. Wee. This time I'm black. Wee.
You're so fast.
Give me the easy puzzles now. I'm black this time. Wee. Oh.
There we go.
Wee.
Wee.
What can I promote? Is this... Why did they go over there? Oh, they want my pawn. I mean, I can check them, but then... Wait. Oh, another rook's in jail. Go after it with my king?
That's a nice idea. I'll tell you after. I'm excited. That's a really nice idea.
I mean, I can put them back in. I can... Oh, I trade rook for rook because then I get the pawn. Bye-bye.
Okay, they gave you the rook too. But yeah, the idea is just that the king is just not in time to stop the pawn. Exactly.
Yeah. My knight! You'll pay for that. Where's my queen? I have this guy. Nope, that's the wrong button. I have this
Your
guy.
queen is gone, Wolfie.
Why?
Don't have it.
If I go here... Okay, I see it. I go here. Okay, sure. That was what I thought was going to happen, but all right. Okay.
Oh no.
I didn't even do... Oh, I did do one wrong. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry if these are too easy, but it's good that it sometimes becomes one that's a little bit more difficult, right?
Yes, absolutely. Because then it keeps me on my toes.
Mm-hmm.
Extra hard. I'm white this time. Extra hard.
I mean, at this pace, we should almost do a puzzle rush actually soon.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I put the king in check. And then I take the knight, or the bishop, I assume? Wait, I also have this guy. What can I do here? I feel like I should just go up in material, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Extra bishop, why not?
I'll take it for free. Now I'm white. I go here, and I win the game, except that I need to get somebody to protect me. Queen is here. Here are the interesting ways. I've got the rook. I can take rook for rook, but that just frees up the bishop. And then I put them in checkmate.
Amazing.
Oh, I think my stream got disconnected. 1 second. What happened?
Uh-huh.
Reconnection successful.
Okay, Wolfie, do you feel ready to do one puzzle rush? Because that one is really going to go from very easy to harder.
Okay.
And you're also going to get time. So you're going to have 5 minutes. So it's going to start with really easy ones, checkmates in one, all this kind of stuff. But then it's going to go harder and harder and harder. So, obviously, if you get lots of them, you'll get, several GM puzzles, But that's, difficult.
I don't know if that's happening. Sure. So I go to puzzles and then puzzle rush?
Yeah, I kind of want to see you doing that because you're doing these so fast. And also maybe it'll train you a little bit of speed as well.
Okay, cool.
I think.
Miss 3 puzzles and your rush is over. Uh-oh. Wait, miss 3?
Yeah, you missed 3 and it's GG.
Okay, 5 minutes?
Uh-huh. I kind of want to see this. It might be hard. I don't know.
Well, now there's time pressure. I just take the piece for
I know,
free?
sorry.
Oh, I take the piece for free? I take the piece for free? I think about my life and my choices. I want to just take the piece for free. I just take the piece for... Oh, wait. I thought this bishop was... I got confused. I like the little noise it makes. Wait, what color am I? White? Am I white?
White, yes.
But I can go here, I guess. Must be this.
Way!
I'm white. I win the game. GG. Shake my hand. I'm black. Put them in check. I'm white. I win the game. GG. I'm black. I win the game. GG. I'm white. I put them in Fjork. No! My puzzles! Wait, now I'm white. Wait, now I'm off my game. Wait, I'm white? Oh, okay. This is a bad position. What am I supposed to do here? Wait, what? What am I supposed to do? Here? Oh, Anna. Wait, I'm black. I'm in my head.
Keep going. It's okay.
No! Wait,
okay.
one more.
They're addictive, right?
Yeah. Oh, I thought I had to... I missed. I want to move my wait, hang on. Where am I? Oh, here. I want to go here. Yeah, I see it. Oh, I didn't need to finish it. I want to go here. Where are my pieces? Oh, my queen. I found it.
Let's go!
What color am I? Black.
Black.
That's got to be this. Oh, well, it was that. Bishop. I can take this, putting the knight. No, it doesn't really threaten the knight. My bishop here. And everyone's in jail. Oh, wait, there's rook is here too. Oh, wait. I was like, huh? What color am I? White? Where's the king?
White. White, yes.
Checkmate. Excuse.
Let's see.
Checkmate. Oh, I have this bishop. That's unintuitive.
Nice.
I'm black. That's also unintuitive. Bye-bye.
That's the trick.
GG, shake my hand. It's got something to do with the rooks. Wait, what color am I? Oh, I'm black?
Mm-hmm.
So I have. So I mean, I want to put pressure on this. Oh wait. Oh, I see it. Bye bye. And that's unintuitive.
Nice.
King. I'm threatening with this. That doesn't do anything. Can I put the queen in jail? This just opened up. That doesn't really help me. Can I get the queen at all? Oh, this one's hard. I don't really want to do this because this just gives rook free access. I mean, I can trade the queen if I want. Doesn't really help me. This is going to threaten this. What if I go here? Then the king has to take. Then the queen moves here. And then the king can go here. Can't go here. Can't. Let's checkmate. So what was I going to do? Take this?
Oh my god. That's nice. That's really nice that you saw that.
I'm black. I can take the rook. Bishop is free and puts the king in check. Well, I didn't like that. I can take either of these pawns, but this is a rook fork. This keeps the king in check. That's got to be better. I'm white. I'm in trouble. I can't block, so I have to move. I can't move here or here or here or here. So I either go here or here. If I go... I'm being protected by the knight, so I don't watch out for that. I can't block. Oh, but they have the rook, too. Curious. Do I go up or do I go down? If I go down, then this can go here. I guess I go up. What? Rush complete!
Yeah,
oh, I ran out of time?
Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, the time was done.
Was it the right move?
I think king e2 is the right move because you have to see that the king is protecting the rook there as well. Yeah, the knight is there too, yeah.
Whoopsie.
But your rook is hanging at f1 as well, so you have to protect the rook.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
But, Wolfie, like, there was one where I muted and I was like, if he finds this, it's insane. And my chat was like hyping you up. And when you found it, it was so hype. It was this rook sacrifice and you brought up the queen. That was so nice.
Thank you. I've already forgotten what I did, but I think it's starting to click because basically it's almost like pattern recognition in a way, right? Like I'm able to go back to some of these. Whoa. This one.
Yeah,
was
it was
hard.
that one. It was this one that I mean. Yes.
Yeah, this one was really hard. Yeah, it's like it's starting to click a little bit because there's like certain things that you look for, like when you have like, you know, rooks threatening similar spaces, or like, you know, bishop and queen kind of in the same rank. Like you can move the whole, like I can move this bishop kind of anywhere and they can't really threaten it with a major piece because the queen is protecting it. So I think it's part of it's just getting more comfortable with kind of spotting these situations, I think.
Yep. Absolutely. And in the first one, you saw some right ideas. I kind of don't know if we can go back to that first one, because that was one where you were like, Anna, like, what do I do? But it was in the previous Puzzle Rush. I don't know if it's possible to see it, but there was one at the end where you could check with the pawn, basically. And I think you were looking with all your pieces, like how to check, but you weren't really looking with your pawn how to check.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's good to know. Like the pawns can obviously also check. So like that's another piece to use for attack, especially if they're close to the king.
Okay, cool. Yeah, these situations are just like when there's so many things going on, just like kind of dizzying in a way.
Yep. It's easy to get overwhelmed, but like that's why these are so great to practice as well.
Yeah. That was fun too. Like I definitely see why people like puzzles.
They're kind of addictive, right?
Yeah. I think I might do some after stream. I really wanted to do like this fork. Like I see the fork, but I couldn't because my king was in jail.
Yeah. Sad. But that's great. I think if you do this, honestly, like if you just keep doing puzzles and stuff like that, I think next lesson we can go through a bit more like long-term strategy from the opening / also a bit more end games.
Okay.
And then I think that will give us a good base, and then we can dig a little bit deeper into everything. But that will give us a pretty good base on like opening tactics, and then a little bit more middle game, end game. Does that sound good for you?
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Yeah, this is it's been really, really fun. I really like chess, but I haven't played it in so long, so it's really fun to feel like I'm like remembering like how to play, how to think about the game. Yeah, this has been awesome.
I'm happy to hear that. And like it's really fun because I can really tell that you're really good at a game that's similar like this. Like it's really impressive how you're able to find these patterns so quickly, even though you haven't seen them in a while. So it's really cool. I'm very, very happy to be your coach, Wolfie.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you. There's nobody else I'd rather have.
Thank you. We're gonna have an amazing PogChamps. I can feel it. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Should I do anything in between, like before our next session? Should I train at all, or yeah, I guess I can play more puzzles.
I think, yeah, just keep on playing more puzzles. Maybe also play some games, and then maybe you can save a game that you want to show me. Maybe one that you win and one that you lose. You can show me 2 games,
okay, and
we can review them. And then one can be like we see what you did well, and then one can be we see what you did wrong and why.
Okay, that sounds good.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you very much. We'll talk about our next lesson. But yeah, this has been awesome. I'm really, really grateful. It's been really fun.
Awesome. I've had so much fun too. Like, please rewatch the VOD. Like, my reactions on my face when you've done certain things. Like, it's been so fun. I've been like, this is amazing. So rewatch that. But yeah, it's been so much fun. And we'll talk, and we'll have a lesson very soon so that you're fully ready.
Okay. Thanks very much, Anna. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you. And
bye.
Bye to your chat as well. Bye bye.
Yep, bye to your chat. Bye. Alrighty, chat. That was fun. Looks like my Wi-Fi is having some issues, which hasn't happened in quite a while. I'm on land, so yeah, I'm sorry. I can see that like I had a disconnect. I can see that I'm dropping frames. Yeah. Anyway, this is cool. This is cool. I have, like I said, I haven't played chess in a while, so and it's just so sweet as well, and a great teacher. So yeah, like I can literally feel the neurons reconnecting. in a way that I haven't in quite a while. It's fun as well to be a beginner at something, because really there's only 2 types of games that I interact with. Okay, there's Pokemon, where I'm really good, like the best, right? And then there's any other game where I'm really close to the worst. And like it's when you're the best at like really, really good at something, that like the improvement is so marginal. Like you don't really feel yourself like improving. And when you're really bad at something, you can improve really quickly. But like I'm so bad that I don't even improve. Like I'm just dog water. So chess is nice because I like feel, it's like I have a physical feeling in my head of like, as like I'm seeing more and more of the board and more of the way that it works. Oh, the rook was threatened. I didn't even see that. Wow. You know, it's funny when I was I'm looking at my stream now where the screen is slightly smaller. Maybe I should make the screen smaller. I didn't even see that this was threatened. I didn't even see that. So of course it has to be down. I think I'm like missing the bottom row because it's too big. Let me zoom out. Well, that didn't work. The board's always this size. Okay, I'll look into that. Yeah, but I do think that chess is really, really similar to Pokemon. And so it's cool to experience a game that's similar but different. Yeah. So anyway, I'll probably end this here because I gotta do some more wood jerk. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll probably be streaming another session or two, just or continue to stream sessions until until the tournament. The tournament was once again called PogChamps. I believe it's hosted by chess.com. If not, they are certainly very involved in the hosting of it. It's really fun to play chess again. I'm looking forward to the tournament. So, and looking forward to playing more chess. Oh, I could also go with oh no, I can't go here because of this, right? Even though I have this, but I could go here, and that would be, means the king can only go here or here, or can't go there. I could only go here, and then I could check by going here. So if I can just get out of this situation, I'm fine, basically. Oh, there's so many good moves, so I can get out of this. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you again soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.